All right, friends, I am here with Doug Gray of Killer Bee Customs, and so stoked about this video now, Doug, because we get to talk about the big boy stuff. This is the parts that are needed if we want a customized big game fishing rod. And that's what you do, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. All right, Doug, so get us started here. Let's say I want to have something different. I want to have a custom rod, getting ready to go offshore, just got an offshore boat, which we did, of course, right? So what is going into this here? Tell me about what I'm seeing here. Treat me like a dummy, because I am.
Such a dummy.
What are the parts? What are the purpose? Break it all down.
Well, these are basically the parts that go into a big game rod. And when we talk about big game, we're talking about giant bluefin tuna.
Giant bluefins, baby.
Big blue marlin and the such.
All right.
Okay, so these are boat rods. We're not typically going to be holding them, standing up and fighting the fish. So what we start out with is a longer butt. This butt will fit into your fighting chair.
So this is your butt.
Yes.
But.
Oh, Charlie,
give
no.
it to me.
So the butt goes into either the fighting chair
Or the
or
rod,
the rod holder. Okay.
Where you're going to fight the fish. Of course, your reel will go in here.
Okay.
But let's build this rod.
Now, in this case, though, this is bent. Is the reason why they bend the butt of these big games is why? Because they don't always. I mean, it's not. Is it always like this?
No, some butts are straight.
Okay.
The reason that there are bent butts is physics. It comes down to mechanical advantage. Line angle, rod angle,
Yep.
to get the lifting power required to move these fish to get them to the boat.
Ah. See how big that is? You know, like they say, I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
What?
All right. So what's next, Doug?
All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take our blank. This is how all your...
This is a blank.
This is a rod blank. They come
This
in
is-
all shapes, sizes, and configurations.
So can anybody buy this?
Sure, you can.
Like, now, not that you have the tools to do anything with it, but all right, so this is made of what?
This is fiberglass.
This is
This
fiberglass.
is a glass blank. Yes.
And it's just called a blank.
Yes, it's just a blank because it's a blank stick.
Or they come in different, like, strengths?
Absolutely. They come in everything down to ice rod blanks where you're going to use 2-pound test.
Okay.
And right up to this 130-pound class blank.
So this is a 130-pound class. So this is considered the big one?
The big one.
Does it get much bigger than this?
They do make unlimited class blanks.
For, like, whale catching?
For, like, I don't know, they don't bend.
Yeah,
They're
right.
basically a telephone pole.
Okay, right.
But when we're bluefin fishing, we want a little bit of flex in the rod. So as that fish is working and pulling,
Yeah.
we're not pulling hooks out of them and breaking lines.
So this will flex.
It will flex. It takes a little bit, but it will flex.
I can feel the abs. All right, that sounds good. All right.
So we're going to start with this.
All right.
This is called a ferrule. This is going to get epoxied onto the end of the rod, like so.
Okay.
All right. Next, to build this rod, we're going to choose what type of grip configuration we want. This is a triangle shaped grip, which gives you a little bit of comfort when you're holding on to the grip.
Where do you get these from?
Well, I order from several different companies,
Yeah.
and they come in all different configurations as well.
Is there like something that makes these grips better than others?
Grips also come in different materials. This happens to be EVA, and I don't know the scientific words for EVA, but
Yeah.
it's a relatively soft but durable
Yeah.
foam.
Yeah.
And they're easily shaped. They're easily reamed out. This grip will not, as it is right now, will not fit on this blank. So we
Okay.
have these reamers that will ream out the inside to get it until we get it where it fits on that blank.
I'm like a reamer.
Then that will be epoxied on.
Okay, so we We got our blank, we called it.
Yes.
Then we put on our ferrule,
Yes.
epoxy it on.
Yes.
Then we've got our grip, epoxy that on.
That's correct.
All right, then.
So what we do next is we'll take it into the other room and lay out our guide set. I have a guide set here. And we'll start with the tip top.
Okay.
We'll lay these out so that they will accept the bend, the natural bend of the blank. But I'll tape these on, okay, and put some marks on there,
okay,
on the rod.
Yep.
And then we'll do what's called an under wrap, which can be decorative or just basic under wrap. That helps protect the blank and gives you something for the epoxy and the additional layers of thread to bite onto.
All right, so this thing is called a what?
This is a roller guide. This is made by
a
Winthrop.
roller guide.
Yep.
Winfred roller guide.
Winthrop Excalibur guide.
Okay.
These are made in, if I'm not mistaken, Connecticut. They're made in the Northeast somewhere. They are machined aluminum. These are the top of the line, best of the best.
Best of the best? And it ain't cheap, I don't imagine.
Now this set of guides is about $400.
Yeah, yeah, you can spend some money on guides then. So this one's got 2 on it.
Right.
This has 1 on it.
Correct.
Why?
This is going to be the one that's closest to your reel.
Okay.
So this is going to be somewhere thereabouts.
Okay.
Your line comes off your reel and goes between those 2 rollers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
The top one keeps it from coming up and rubbing on the frame. The bottom one keeps it from dropping down and gets it to start rolling. The rest of your guides only have 1 roller.
Okay, 1 roller.
So they'll come along here, and as the rod flexes and bends, the line will go over those rollers, and they're rollers versus ring guides.
Which is what you see in the standard rod reel setup.
Correct. And the reason we use rollers is it reduces friction on the line. Offshore fish are very fast.
Yeah.
And they will pull line off that reel so fast at times that the heat can build up on those guides and damage your line, which results in lost fish.
Lost fish, which we do not like.
We don't like that, not at all. These fish will exploit any weakness in your tackle.
No weaknesses, no mercy, Cobra Kai style. So this is it. This is really the main.
These are the components.
Like the core components.
Yes.
Of big game offshore fishing rod. So last question: if somebody was crazy enough to do this themselves and not have someone like yourself, we use Doug for our new speechless rods, which you're going to see in another video, right? But if somebody was crazy enough to try to do this themselves, if they had the wherewithal and they had the equipment to be able to finish this, these materials would probably cost them roughly what?
About $700.
About $700, and that's like the bare bones, which by the way I do not recommend. But if you want to do it yourself, that's how you do it. Doug, this was awesome. We see the parts, and now in another video you're gonna see how it all comes together.